Hey guys, what's up? James Burns Vlogs, making another video about Nintendo Switch's launch lineup. This time though, not talking about the US launch lineup, talking about Japan's, which does differ from ours. Alright, so we're going to go down the list now, and then I'll go back over and give my thoughts on the games. So, they have 6 additional games. We got Disgaea 5 Complete, Nobunaga's Ambition, Spear of Influence, Puyo Puyo Tetris, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13, Snipper Clips, and Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. I'll leave the IGN article where I got all this information listed below. They do actually list I Am Setsuna for some reason. I think that was just a mistake because it's actually listed under the US launch games as well as Japan's. Alright, so starting with Disgaea 5 Complete. I love the Disgaea series, but I understand why this game might have been delayed for the US. I think it's likely to be an issue with translation because with any JRPG, there's a lot of text and a lot of things to be translated, so I can see where that might take a couple extra months for them to release. So out of these 6 games, just so I can say this now, 4 of the games are actually being released here in the next few months. 2 of them are not, but I will get into that when we get to those. Alright, the next game, I think the same issue with Disgaea 5. It's Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. I think, again, a JRPG probably has a lot of text and stuff that needs to be translated, and that can take definitely a lot of time. So those 2 games I think are excusable. I think it would have been great if they would have been, launched here on the Switch launch as well, but the fact that it's not, I don't think necessarily hurt the console. Puyo Puyo Tetris. This game actually, I'm a little upset about because we have to wait till May 2nd to play it, and Japan gets it on launch. And this is actually a game that I've been looking forward to playing a lot. It looks like a lot of fun. It's a puzzle strategy game. Basically, it swaps between a Puyo Puyo board, and then like 20 seconds later you go back to Tetris, and then you go back and forth with the Puyo Puyo board. And it looks like a lot of fun. If you don't know what that is, what Puyo Puyo is, look up a video on YouTube. There's tons of videos of gameplay of this actual game, and it looks phenomenal. I definitely can't wait. A fun multiplayer game, but also apparently it's a really good story mode. Alright, Snipper Clips. I think this is Nintendo's greatest error because from what I've heard, this is a really fun little eShop game. It was showcased at the Nintendo Switch event in New York, and everyone has said that it's a really fun game. I think it costs 10 or 15 bucks. And Japan's getting it on launch, and we are not. It is coming out, however, in March for the US, but I think this definitely would have sold a lot more copies if they just released it on launch. A lot of families that buy the Switch, or maybe a group of friends that get together on the launch, this is one of those really fun games to play together. I don't think people want to pay 50 bucks for 1-2 Switch, but this game costing 10 or 15 bucks in the eShop, a bunch of friends hanging out together, they might pick it up and play it because from what I've heard, it's actually a lot of fun, and for a cheaper price, Nintendo could have made a lot of money because a lot of people are probably going to be hanging out, playing the Switch together on launch. I think it's just a mistake that it's coming out not on launch. It's like a little puzzle game. It's not like it can be that much work. I don't work for Nintendo, so I don't know exactly how hard that can be, but I can't imagine it'd be that difficult to, just get it ready for launch. But nonetheless, Japan is getting it, and we are not. Alright, so the last 2 games are Nobunaga's Ambition, Spear of Influence, and Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13. These 2 games seem like these samurai strategy RPG kind of games. So not games that are very popular over here to the wide market. So I see why they're not coming out on launch. They, however, have no US launch confirmed at all, which kind of sucks, but one of the great things about the Switch is that it is not region locked, so you can actually play Japanese games. So if you really want to play these games, you just gotta buy yourself a Japanese copy online, and you can still play it here, and people, of course, will make guides on how to beat those games. So the fact that it's not being released over here is not that big of a deal to me. Alright, so that's Japan's launch lineup. They are getting 6 more games than we are, which is actually a pretty big number. I think if we got 6 more games, or even if we got like the 4 games that are coming out for us confirmed, if those 4 games were added to the launch lineup now, I think people would have nothing to complain about. That would be a phenomenal launch. Like I said in my last video though, I don't think the US launch is terrible, but Japan's launch is definitely looking a lot better than ours. Alright, so that's it for this video guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.